everybody, I'd like to show you some simple back exercises. They can be done even when there's some very mild discomfort or tightness, and you can lie down on the floor on the mat, or if you have a hard bed, that might be okay as well, but preferably on the floor. So lying on your back, feet hip width apart, knees parallel, and maybe put your hands on the belly first, and then see can you draw your navel in towards the spine so you can feel your hip bones are tilting downwards and in a way getting closer to your bottom of the ribs. So flatten the lower back and then release and take it with a breath. Inhale and exhale, draw the navel in. You can feel how your sit bones are tilting off the floor as well. And one more time, keep your chin long, chin in, neck long. Inhale and exhale, flatten the lower back, and this time start peeling the spine off the floor. So keep your thighs, inner thighs engaged, squeeze your buttocks and then lifting, so peeling your spine up one vertebra at a time until you're up on the shoulder blades. So no pressure on the neck. So in this position you're able to lift your head up. So it's all on the shoulders. And then squeeze your bum and squeeze your inner thighs. So imagine you're clenching something between the buttocks and your knees. And now coming back down in reverse. So start lowering the upper vertebrae and then the thoracic spine, middle spine, shoulder blades. Keep your pelvis tilted all the time. And then slowly, one vertebra at a time, until your lower back touches the floor, and only then relax the rest. And one more time. So make sure you're not holding your breath. So stomach in and peeling the spine off the floor, one vertebra at a time. So coming up, so there's a straight line from the shoulder to the knee, and then reversing slowly, coming down one vertebra at a time. And release. Very simple lower back stretch. Put your hands around the knee and then pull it in. So that can be done with almost any kind of back issues. But again, respecting the pain. So if something aggravates the pain, it's not right. But if you just feel a stretching, pulling feeling, that's positive. And make sure you're breathing, so pulling the knee in and perhaps hold for 2-3 seconds. And the other one. Very good. Okay, next one is spinal twist. Straighten your left leg out, lift up your right knee, bring the right knee across and put your left hand on that right knee. Keep your right shoulder on the floor, and if you have space, stretch that right arm out on the floor. And take a few breaths here and feel that each time you're allowing the knee to go towards the floor more and more. Keep the head turned towards your hand. And really tune into the body here. So if you feel just a stretching, pulling feeling on the right hand side, that's okay, but you don't want to feel you squeezing anything on the left side, on the opposite side. In that case, ease off and do a smaller range of movement. So holding this about 20 seconds. And the same on the other side. So straighten the right leg out, lift up the left knee, right hand on the outside of that knee, stretch the left arm out, and then bringing yourself over and breathe. And kind of enjoying that nice rotation, because it's not so often during the day we are kind of bringing the body into the kind of rotation movement. It's usually life is all faced straight ahead. Okay, and then back to the center. Another nice one is if you bring your feet towards the edge of the mat, so a little bit wider. And now imagine your legs are like wipers. So let them flop to one side and to the other side. And then when the knee goes towards the floor, really try to get that as close to the floor as possible, feeling a lengthening in the front of the hip and the thigh. And again, if anything causing you pain, ease off to a smaller movement. The more we do these type of exercises, the more we get to know the bodies and know when to stop and when to push a little bit. Okay. And then when you're ready, you're going to roll onto your side and then come up on all fours on hands and knees. So these are called cat curls. So hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips. Okay, and then kind of start tilting your tailbone down towards the floor. Round your lower back and the rest of the spine. So bring your chin in towards your chest and then make it really, really round, kind of an angry cat look. And now just go back to neutral. So if you've done yoga or other exercises, the invitation is to go to the opposite side. But if there is back pain, often this can aggravate things. So just to be safe, let's stay in the neutral for now. Okay, and then round the spine again, and then make sure you breathe. Bring the chin to the chest, rounding, and release. And one more time. Round the spine, tuck the chin in and let your coccyx or your tailbone point towards the floor. So really feel that the whole spine is in the flexion and back to neutral. And now staying in that neutral, so keep your abs activated, so the lower stomach muscles are supporting the back here. And identify your left leg and your right arm. Straighten out your left leg. You can point or flex the toes, make something with them that they're not relaxed, and then stretch your right arm forward and then slide that right shoulder blade back in, and just be aware that your back is still straight so it didn't sort of drop or sag. So it's activating the core muscles. Feel your left bum being activated here. Hold and then return. Okay, find your neutral if you've lost it. Stomach in, shoulders relaxed while breathing. Straighten out your right leg. Flex your right foot. Right gluteus muscle is active, and then straighten out your left arm while sliding the left shoulder blade back in so that the neck muscles are not working. Hold and breathe and feel the slight wobble in the body as the nervous system needs to figure out what muscles and structures are activated here to stay. Also notice the difference between right and left. So you can repeat this a few times if you like. And then the last one, bring your knees a little bit wider. Bring the big toes towards each other. Okay, slight round in the back. And now sit back towards your heels and walk the hands forward and let your forehead drop towards the floor. It mightn't get there, might be just a little bit off the floor, but make sure that your neck is relaxed, so the head is just kind of hanging like on a piece of string. And then lift up your lower arms, so kind of activity on the arms. So imagine that you're stretching your fingertips away from the sit bones. If this is hard on the knees, you can come up a little bit higher and do it. If the stretch is too strong in the lower back, you can just make it a smaller stretch. So you can always adjust these exercises and make them doable. And you can stay here as long as you like and enjoy that long stretch. Or you can do a few repetitions, so coming up and then going back down. So these are very simple everyday exercises that can kind of help the problems while they're there and prevent from tightnesses from happening. Thank you.